Hello and welcome to Freedom Through Astrology, where we're giving you the keys to living your best life. And this is freedomthroughastrology.com, and through is spelled THRU. It is all about you in reality. My name is Donald Patak. I am your astrologer. Here's my email information, copyright, standard YouTube licensing. Keys to this reading. I read sidereal astrology, which is also known as visible sky astrology. This is different from tropical because tropical fixes the signs to seasons, where I'm looking to see where things are in the visible sky. There's approximately a 25-degree difference where tropical is ahead of the visible sky by that much. Also, I'm using the natural sign size. Each constellation is different sizes. So the signs are going to be different. The constellation sizes are going to be different. Some astrologers like to pack everything into 30 degrees. I say, nope. Virgo's almost 48 degrees in the sky. That's where it's going to be. Scorpio's around 21. That's where it's going to be. I think Aries is around 21 too. So I'm using the natural size and the visible sky. I also use 13 signs. In ancient times, there were 13 signs. The sign that I use that was taken out is called Ophiuchus. It's the symbol of the wounded healer. It's where you're wounded so that you learn how to heal yourself so you can heal others with similar wounds. And this reading is for the weekly transits. These are universal lessons for everyone, as opposed to the personal transit readings that I do, where it's specifically tailored down to you. These are more broad general readings for the population at large and people at large. Last but not least, I read what's called evolutionary astrology. These are lessons to learn in life. Key thing is read them for yourself, hear them for yourself, and how do you apply them to yourself? Okay, and this is the weekly transit report for, I forgot to change that, 19th through the 26th. Yes, this is for November 19th through the 26th. Scratch that, whatever is up there. Hold on a second. I am just going to fix that because I can, and it's going to drive me nuts. Or 20th through the 26th. Thought I had that fixed. My apologies. I'm off a little bit. I've been dealing with a headache all day from weather front's been going through, so bear with me, please. The moon is going to be steady this week. Last week it was a little crazy in the beginning of the week. This week it's more steady. We have a nice long transit with Pisces in the middle of the week to help us out. Mercury is active this week, learning and listening. You learn, you listen. This is about you. Mars also steps up a little bit with courage and assertiveness. Learning courage and assertiveness. Saturn steps in. Saturn, the old grandpa saying, time to see reality clearly and grow up a little bit. Be mature, maturing, being responsible in your life. Chiron makes a showing here several times. And this is for healing. So where Chiron shows up in your chart, that's where healing is happening. Last but not least, we have two planets changing signs. Mercury steps into Ophiuchus and the sun steps into deep Scorpio. So we are getting ready for Scorpio season. Some people are going to ask why I don't have Mars there. I'm not sure if Mars jumps into Scorpio how late Sunday night or how early Monday morning. I'm going to err on the side of caution and make it very, very early next week, Monday morning. This week is incredibly busy with aspects. So let's jump into this. This is our overview. As you can see, it is quite busy, but it's fairly even paced. We do have some things finishing up, some aspects finishing up from last week. Some good transits in the beginning of this week, lightens up around the 23rd and the 24th, and then it gets busy again. So it is busier post-Thanksgiving. But all in all, it is actually fairly even. So let's begin here. We begin with the moon in practical Capricorn. Capricorn is, hold on a second, let me get to my notes. Moon in Capricorn is about getting things done. You emotionally feel like you want to get stuff done, do things. And Moon in Capricorn is giving you that emotional energy, in motion to be able to do things, stepping up to the challenge and knowing that you can do it. Know that by applying self-discipline, commitment, you can do it. Be careful of trying to control others. This isn't about controlling others, it's about controlling you. Be careful about trying to control outcomes. Do the work and know that the outcome will happen. Whoops. The sun, and this is a very long transit from last week. The sun is conjunct to Mars, and Mars in Libra. Sun is the ego, and you need a healthy ego. I'm a little tired of these people saying, oh, I'm losing my ego and all that. You came here to learn how to have a healthy ego. That's what your sun sign is, learning to have a healthy ego. Here, the sun in Libra is learning to take in information, evaluate it, and then make a fair decision. It is conjunct Mars. Having the courage to do that, to be able to take in the information and evaluate it and make the decision. And Mars also teaches assertiveness. So asserting and standing up for your decision. And you can stand there and say, this is how I believe, and this is why I believe it. You believe something else. God bless you someplace else, just not around me. Excuse me. Can't remember the person that taught that. I think his first name was Greg. But, give credit where credit is due. I like that quote, but it's having the courage to make decisions about yourself. Toast, are you okay, girl? Okay. My cat's coughing. Sorry. Also on Sunday, this begins on Sunday. The sun in Libra is in a sextile to Pluto in Sagittarius. So like sun in Libra, we just talked about. This is the ego, being able to take in information and evaluate it. Pluto in Sagittarius, Pluto is about transforming, releasing, also healing. It can be healing in a way, but it's very much about transforming Sagittarius belief systems. This is an opportunity, literally, I'm going to call it what it is, ego house cleaning. You are looking at your belief systems, what you believe about yourself, about life, etc., testing it. If it's something you still believe, you keep it. If not, let it go. This is a little egotistical house cleaning, time to let things go. And that's what this, I'm just going to say it that way. This is a time also to integrate some deep truths into your life. Pluto's about that. Expect situations to arise that can trigger some wounds to the past. Trigger it, heal it, transform it, move on. You don't need that garbage hanging on in your life. The intention is to help you heal and move on and release things that no longer are serving you. Acting up and acting out will only make situations worse. Also, being tyrannical and cruel will just deepen these wounds. Leave it go. Why do I have a question mark? It leaves on the 21st. And we have, this is on Monday. This begins on Monday. So Monday, yes. This is a quick transit. Mercury moves very quick in the sky. Aside from the moon, it's the fastest mover in the sky. Mercury in Scorpio is in a sextile, which means an interest or excitement to Chiron in Pisces. Mercury in Scorpio is teaching you how to do the deep work of healing, doing the deep work of digging into information, learning, listening. Chiron and Pisces is helping you to release wounded images of yourself. Like I said, the sextile is excitement or interest. So you're interested in releasing these these wounded images and doing the healing and doing that healing work. Be open to opportunities to learn how to heal yourself on a deep level. You may find information from those who have healed themselves of similar wounds to yours. Use it. This information is coming forward for you to use to help you heal. Okay? Be careful of being stubborn or wallowing in your wounds. This is just going to make them worse. Okay. Mars in Libra in a sextile to Pluto to Sag. Yeah, this is the courage to do that house cleaning. This is I'm going to say it, just simple up. This is the courage to leave those outdated belief systems that no longer serve you behind. Mars, wants to do the work. Mars wants to do the work, wants to have the courage and the assertiveness to do the work of weighing these information and letting it go or keeping it. So this is how to act in courage, how to have the strength to be open to information, evaluate it, keep it, let it go. And again, I talk about Pluto and Sag. This is time to do the house cleaning of belief systems. If it's not working for you, this is the perfect time to let it go, because when Pluto goes into Capricorn, that's when you build the new belief systems. But right now, you got to clean the house out before you can bring in new furniture. This is house cleaning time. So this is the carrot death. And this is a sextile, so this is the interest and excitement. This is this is really good here. Have the courage to do the deep inner work that leads to a new vision for your life. Know that you're interested to take this task on. You're interested. You're excited. Do it. Mars is giving you the courage and the strength, and Pluto is saying, "You want to do it? I'll be more than happy to help." Be careful of acting out the wounds rather than dealing with them. You may find yourself having connection to people who have had similar wounds. The intent is to help them heal as well. So this is about healing you, healing them, you cleaning your house, and you're inspired by somebody else, and you're going to inspire somebody else. Who knows how far this goes? But be careful, because if you don't do it, you're just going to make a bigger mess. And let's see. Midday, the moon enters Aquarius, and it will be conjunct Saturn very briefly. But this is time for you to stand up. You feel like you having the opportunity here to release your need for approval from others. You feeling like being an individual, and you can do this respectfully. That's the key thing. Do it respectfully, do it tactfully. Be open to a new path for your life as well. So this is you becoming in line with your authentic self. You go along with the crowd, you feel like you've betrayed your true nature. So, with everything that's going on, this is very incredible opportunity for renewal, of being open to new ideas, releasing ideas that no longer serve you, embracing new ideas, and on an emotional level, becoming a new person. Really powerful, if you ask me. Oops, let me move that up. Oops, went too far. And on Monday, our last time, Monday is a little loaded. We start the week busy, and it's a little loaded because Mercury does enter Ophiuchus. And the symbol for Ophiuchus, let me explain this very quickly, is a man holding a snake by both the head and the tail, implying control. Ancient times, this snake symbolized knowledge. So Mercury, learning, listening, communication, being able to grasp this knowledge so you can use it. So this is being open to new possibilities, and this is for healing yourself. First and foremost, healing yourself. Where is this actually happening in your life? Look at the house where this happens, and that will be where the deepest healing happens. Excuse me. Ophiuchus, you're learning to heal yourself, being open to new ideas. This is showing you how to heal your abilities in learning, communication, and listening. These are skills that can be improved on. Life is constant improvement. The shadow of Mercury is resisting information, being a know-it-all, or thinking that you can't learn anything new. Also talking too much to drown out the voices in any which way. Bad. Shadow of Ophiuchus is perpetuating the wound and driving it deeper. Or refusing to heal at all. Some of the things I've read about Ophiuchus is that it can be a little sadistic. So, you're punishing yourself and seriously re-wounding yourself. Bad to go. Shadow of this transit is falling deeper into the wounds of the past and keeping yourself locked in a prison of your own thoughts. Literally in your own mind. Never mind that the door is unlocked and open for you to walk through. And just wrote that all out. Not sure where exactly that came from, but you go with it. Literally, this is you having the key to free yourself from the prison of your own mind. Go with it. Excuse me. Venus in Virgo is in opposition to Chiron in Pisces. I forgot to draw my little triangle there. Oh, well. And Venus helping you learn how to rest, accept help. Venus can also be about creativity. In Virgo, it's how to do this to the best of its ability. The aim of Virgo is learn perfection, which means doing the best you can at that moment with the knowledge, skills, abilities, talents, and resources that you have. So yeah, and Chiron's helping you learn how to heal, and Pisces is learning how to transcend the wound, getting over it. So this is an opportunity to heal your relationships with others, heal your creativity, your relationships with others, heal your creativity, heal the R&R. And with an opposition, and opposition is about balance. If you look at this, it can look like a tug of war. And normally I draw a triangle in the middle here, and I show you that it's a balance. So this is balancing the two energies. The other thing I like to do is make a Mobius strip. I showed this to someone. You take a piece of paper, put one turn in it, tape it, put that tape on, and then put a pencil down and draw it. And it winds up being a one-sided piece of paper. It's really, really cool. But this is being open to receiving help in the healing and doing this to the best of your ability. May require changes to your environment to achieve either other people, maybe going to new places. Know that sometimes you need help, and this is being open to that help. So Venus about relationships, helping you to transcend the wounds. Very good. Your time is wasted if you fall into a perfectionist, Virgo, or escapist, Piscean attitudes that leave you lonely and therefore more wounded. Let's see. Whoops. Love this technical. On Wednesday, Moon enters Pisces, so we get to take a deep breath and release. Moon in Pisces, release. Goes over Neptune, so a little spiritual inspiration. It will transcend. It will go eventually during this transit, go over Chiron for a little emotional healing. It will go over the North Node, so a little inspiration for achievement. But this is time to seek an inspirational vision for your life. A little alone time is good for you. So during this time of the moon going through Pisces, make sure you're taking time for yourself. Pull out your planner, block out me time, not Don time. Booking time to talk with me would be great. I'd be happy with that. But make sure you pull out your planner, put on a block, write your name. That's time for you to be alone, whether it's inside, outside, whatever. Take your chill time. You need it. Be open to spiritual experiences as well. Pisces is about that transcendent experiences. Spirit may speak to you. Numbing yourself to escape what is going on inside yourself and numbing yourself to your emotions, bad. Let it go. Not good. And this is Pisces, is I believe the second or third largest constellation in the sky. So this goes Wednesday, Thursday. I believe this is all the way into Friday or Saturday. It goes long. On Wednesday, we have Sun in Libra in a square to Saturn in Aquarius. So the Sun in Libra, again, the ego, this is helping the ego to learn how to take in information and evaluate it, come to a reasoned decision. Saturn in Aquarius, Saturn, growing up, maturity. Maturity in your actions, and also you need to take action in what? Aquarius, being your authentic self. An individual self. Squares are challenges. So this is going to be hard. And yeah, this is happening over Thanksgiving break when family's going to be around. So know that this may be challenging. You can do it with self-control. Saturn is about learning to control yourself. Squares are challenges, 90 degrees. And I do like to point out to people with squares. The pyramids of Egypt, pyramids of England. Yeah, like they would move that. Pyramids of Egypt, yeah, they look like giant triangles. When you get up close, they're squares. Those blocks are squares. That tension gives them strength. So this is you having that strength. This tension is giving you the strength to become an individual. So for you to say, yeah, this actually is my favorite rugby team or football team or whatever, or yes, this is what I believe politically, or no, I don't, whatever. This is you taking that information, evaluating it, and then being able to say, this is authentic to me or not. Yes, it's work. And this goes over 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, if I'm remembering correctly. And then Friday, Mars jumps into the fray. So just when the sun is finishing up, Mars says, nope, joining in. So Mars in Libra is teaching you courage to be open-minded. Again, the sun is being open-minded. Mars is giving you the courage to do that as well. Saturn's learning how to be your authentic self in a mature and responsible way. So this is learning to stand up for your integrity and your individual values of what you truly believe. Know that you're challenged. Know that you may be challenged, and you may be provoked to respond. Saturn square Mars is saying, have the courage to respond in a mature manner. Instead of flying off the handle, which Mars can do really easy, or being a total coward, stand up, encourage, and assert yourself and respond in a calm, cool, collected, mature manner. This is also Black Friday, so shopping. I have no idea how to handle this shopping. Somebody that figures it out, please post and tell us how you did. But this is 24th, 25th, and 27th. So the great shopping weekend of the year. Good to have self-discipline. Mercury and Ophiuchus trying the North Node in Pisces. This is actually going to be there's a second part to this that does happen, I think, the Saturday-ish. Mercury, yeah. So anytime a planet is in a trine to either to the North Node, it's automatically in a sextile to the South Node. That does happen. So Mercury and Ophiuchus is helping you to learn to, as being that open-minded, learning, listening, communicating. And in Ophiuchus, it's new information about how to heal yourself. And where's this deep wound? This is where you're healing yourself. You're learning new information about how to heal yourself here. The North Node is here to teach you how to achieve a higher version of yourself. In Pisces, how to overcome and transcend that current image of yourself. North Node in Pisces can be a little bit about solitude. So taking time to meditate today, on that day, and be alone, and just, in meditation, many different ways of meditating. I'm not going to go into that here, but this might be during some alone time, taking that spiritual time and being open to what comes to you. And this is a trine. Trines are easy energy. However you focus, it's going to come easy, it's going to come fast. So if you focus on the skilled expression, expect this divine inspiration to come in and give you that and help you to heal. However, the shadow of Mercury, being a know-it-all, and Ophiuchus, deep-rooting the wound, the North Node can be this phony guru type self, whatever. And in Pisces can be escapist or flighty. Be careful of being a know-it-all or think that you can't learn how to do it, only going to deepen the wounds, receiving no sympathy as well. North Node in Pisces can be, the shadow of that can be a self-styled guru, that you have the only truth and you're the only one who knows how to do this. The healing is for your own path. But yeah, be careful of that. Also, the sun enters Scorpio. So the sun is the ego. Scorpio is having the ability to heal and examine, look, and do the work of healing these deep psychological wounds. This can be an intense time of deep healing for the ego. Look to your sun sign to see what the shadow is, and expect those areas to be open during this work. So for me, I'll use my example. My sun sign is in Taurus. So I would look at the shadow of Taurus, and that's where I would then be sitting down and saying, okay, this is where I really need healing. Also look to see the house where this is happening. That's another place you can find deep healing in your life. And that would be much more personal. The sun can be egotistical, and in Scorpio, this can be deep-rooting, lack of humor, becoming self-absorbed. Be careful of getting yourself tied up into a psychological Gordian knot. This can lead to isolation and loneliness and the ever downward spiral of feeling unwanted and unloved. So, yeah. And Moon steps into Aries. No, yes, Moon steps into Aries. Did I miss that? Yes. Moon in Aries. The Moon, emotionally, you're feeling a bold attitude coming on an Aries, similar to Mars, ruled by Mars, courage, assertiveness. So it's time to take on a challenge that's set before you. Be careful of falling into anger or resentment, because this can hold you back. During this Aries transit, it's going to conjunct Jupiter, the ability to dream and receive think of bigger and come up with bigger pictures, bigger opportunities. It's also going to come across Uranus, which is about your individuality and authenticity. Who are you emotionally as an individual? But those are those transits. So having the courage to look at bigger opportunities, having the courage to look at yourself as an individual. So, yep. Oops, let me pull this up. So this enters the 25th and the 26th. Pull this down. Okay, here we go. This is also on Saturday. This is Saturday, yes. Mercury and Ophiuchus in a sextile or excitement or interest to the South Node in Virgo. So the North Node is about good habits, integrating good habits. South Node is about bad habits to be leaving behind. So so Mercury is helping you to learn and listen and receive information about how to heal yourself. Ophiuchus. South Node is teach you how to release the past and habits that are holding you back. In Virgo, this is perfectionist, that unachievable perfectionism, nagging self-criticism, pessimism, things of that nature. So here you have an interest to move away from the defeatist thinking that is holding you back. And you may encounter those that refuse to learn and see how miserable their lives are because they refuse to change. So pay attention to people around you. You hear these people, oh, this can't be done, blah, 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 this is impossible. Look at how miserable and unhappy they are. So that's where the inspiration comes from, saying like, do you really want to be like that? No, thank you. North Node, which we covered, is saying this is how you can, this is the new picture. So this is showing you that past that you want to leave behind so you can step into the future. Be careful of negative self-talk or negative thoughts that make molehills into mountains. Thinking the way that this is the way for your life has always been, there's nothing to be done, is wasting your time and life away. That's wasting this opportunity. You have a real opportunity to receive some great knowledge that will help you release the past and move on into a bigger, better, brighter future. Take it. 25th, 26th, 27th. So this goes into early next week. Also Sunday, the moon steps into Taurus. The crazy shopping week, except for Cyber Monday, the crazy shopping weekend is over. Time to calm down and rest. Seek peace and quiet. If it's good weather, get outside. Taurus likes being outside. So take the quiet time today. I always tell people, the best way to describe Taurus season, go to your children, go to your public library, go to the children's section, ask the story of Ferdinand the Bull. Yeah, he did his work, but he liked to sit down in the field, in the grass. He's a bull, cow, bovine, they chew the cud, and just sit there and chew his cud. And they saw how big a bull he was. Like, he'd be great in the bull ring. So they picked him up, they pulled him, they dragged him, they threw him in the bull ring, and he's got all these people yelling at him to do stuff. And he just sat there, was like, look at all this noise, look at all these crazy people. Really entertaining. Those guys who flapping that piece of cloth, those other guys got sharp pointing sticks. Nope, looks like it's gonna hurt. I'm gonna stay put. So amidst the chaos that's going around you, take time to find your calm. Otherwise, you're going to wind up being the proverbial bull in the china shop, which is going to hurt you and who knows what damage you'll cause. You'll feel also like you're stuck in a rut and going nowhere in life, which is bad. So you do need to take time on Sunday to rest. Make sure you do take time for yourself. As much time as you can on this day, okay? Taurus, a little bit bigger sign, so it's going to be at least 2 days here. So yes, please do so. Mercury in, yes, this is another Mercury. Mercury's very busy this week, if I didn't tell you that. Mercury in Ophiuchus is in a square to Neptune in Pisces. And again, like I said, Mercury is learning and listening and learning how to heal yourself, heal that wound that you came to heal. The Neptune in Pisces is helping you to receive a vision for your life and how to experience peace and inspiration. Wow. Learning how to find inspiration in a square is a challenge. So yes, this may take a little effort. But like I said before, those pyramids have stood for over 2,000, they're saying over 4,000 years now, or 3,000 years at least. But those pyramids, if you look at any of the pyramids, the Aztec, the Mayan, the Egyptian, any pyramid stands because even though they're triangles, when you get up close, they're built on squares, and that tension is what gives it the strength. And when that tension is even, it's a powerful, powerful thing. I sometimes say, and I think this is good, I said this to a few astrologers, and they're like, yeah, that makes sense. That pressure is either going to create a diamond, which we know how valuable they are and how long they can last. It's one of the hardest substances known to man, or it's going to grind something into dust. Well, let's build those diamonds. And the diamond that you're here to build ideally is to see that reality is a little bit more challenging than you can think, and that people that can help you, who can help you find this inspiration and learn this, maybe the classical mystics. So you'll look to the classics. Whatever you find inspiration from, in spirit, inspiration, look to those old stories. You may find that inspiration there. You may find inspiration from the great spiritual writings of the past. Be open to it. You may encounter times when you just know things without evidence. You're playing a game of Monopoly with some friends or whatever game you're playing, and you say, oh, he's going to roll an 8. And he rolls, and all of a sudden it pops up an 8. It's like, how did you know? It's like, I just knew he was going to get an 8. Be open, those types of synchronicities. They're going to happen. Okay? Accept them and know that the proof will arrive. So if you get that gut feeling, go with it. Yes, it may be a challenge. Trust your instincts here. This is wasted if you fail to learn to trust yourself or fall into the delusional states, thinking you're some sort of guru and have special knowledge. No, you're not. Neither am I. But this is a time for you to learn and do the work of learning to trust your spiritual instincts. So there we go. You can follow me on social media, or some people are calling it anti-social media. I don't know. Your joke, your time. So Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. I'm also on this new group called Digital Soul Space. There's a free version. There's a paid version. Free version gets you a little bit. The paid version gets you everything. People are saying, why do I have to pay for it? Well, you're actually paying for Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn with your data. Notice all the marketing that you do that gets done there. Digital Soul Space, no marketing. Your data is private. It's hosted by the Mighty Networks. And so they're very big on keeping your data personal and private. And it's an open community. Whatever you're looking for, I found a lot of people there. They're open, helpful, they're interesting. And if you're looking for teachers, it's a great place to find them. So there we go. Let me escape. I know this one ran a little long, but there's a lot to cover this week, a lot of lessons. If you did find this helpful, go to my website, freedomthroughastrology.com. This website is going to be growing and changing. I'm adding new pages, new information to help inform you and educate you better. So over the next 2 months, 3 months, look for new web page, new web design, new pages, new programs, new readings. Click on subscribe and you'll sign up for my newsletter. This is a once weekly newsletter with a summary of the major astrological events, astrological insight, exclusive subscriber only discounts and offers on any information on live appearances and events. If you'd like to have a reading, either a birth chart, a past life reading, or a karmic reading, or you want to know how transits, what's really going on in your life, if you click on scheduling, you can schedule these appointments. I do them by month. Transits I do by month, by year, by quarter. Haven't worked out that weekly thing yet. I also do, if you want quick consultations, anything from 50 up to 45 minutes, they're there as well. That doesn't work for you for whatever reason. Under services, I do recordings. This did not, there we go. I do recordings. These are, whatever type of reading it is, I record it on Zoom. I send you the link and you can watch it, download it. I record on Zoom no matter what. You always get that download. It's there for you. But this is, you start with the recording and then there's a short follow-up. I send you a code for a follow-up and there we go there. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch this. I appreciate it. You got questions? Ask. I'm more than happy to answer. Thank you very much. Have yourself the best possible week. Happy Thanksgiving. If you go out on this weekend shopping, be safe, practice self-control, use your Saturn and Mars in that square. It's going to be challenging, but practice that self-control. It will serve you good in the long run. Have yourself a good week, everybody.